Yeah. That's what the dog did to the piano chair. Has this rubber, things at the end, and started chewing. She did a pretty good damage on it, Tula did. Yeah. Tula's damage was considerable. Considerable damage. Tula loves like the plastic. She likes eating plastic and stuff. She threw up today, so maybe through the plastic ingestion. Unfortunately, she likes to eat stuff that's not good. She likes to eat plastic, wood. She would eat metal if she could. She would try to chew or eat just about anything. Yes, it is the 70th anniversary of Whataburger. What a burger, dude. What a burger. What a burger. Fast food prices have been really, really high, as I've discussed before. Okay, I'm kind of like my grandma in a lot of ways. I like to try one day have Sonic Burger, one day have Whataburger, switch it up. So I'm not a fan of monotony. I tried to stay at a job for like 10 years, but by the 5th year, I've just fucking had it. By the 4th or 5th year, that's when I start getting like, all right, this is fucking boring. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm like, oh, please, just make it to that 10th year. Maybe you get that pension or something. I'm like, no. I mean, that's what I would like to be. Somebody who could stay someplace at a decade. But, like, there's, like, no fucking way. Some people enjoy the stability of monotony, and I get it. But I have the artist and the creator kind of mindset. So I just doing the same thing every day for 10, 20 years. It appeals to me just to get the pension or like the higher wage or the medical, dental, and all that. But putting up with it for that long is like, yikes. Like on a psychological level, it's like dying in slow motion. So. And what happens if you work for the corporation anyway for 30 years? They're just gonna replace people with fucking robots anyways. They don't even care about the fucking people. It's not about that. It's probably never been it. It maybe used to be in the old days about the customers and the human race and all that stuff, but it's not. It hasn't been about that shit in a long time. So yeah, if you get the 30-year, I worked at Walmart for 30 years. What are you gonna get? You might get a nice like pension package. You might get a nice send you off package. The highest wage, for the cat. Maybe you'll get $28 an hour by the time you finish up or something. But then you get the thanks for serving Walmart for 30 years plaque. And then that's it. And then it's like, all right, go retire. And then it's, over. Yeah. I guess it's worth it to get that medical, dental, and health insurance, though, I guess. But. So Mom said, what's the difference between yes and rush? Rush is a Canadian band, a former trio, and I guess they're a trio again because they got the new drummer girl. That's kind of handy if you're a two-piece and you want to expand to a three-piece, and you're like, hey, what if we get like a hot chick? Like a blonde? And the guy's like, yeah, that's a good idea, dude. That's genius. No, I heard she's pretty good. So Yes is from England, an English progressive rock, classic rock band. So I played the songs, you know, like Yes to my mom. It was like I've seen all their like biggest hits, pretty much. I've seen All Good People, which is a fucking banger, by the way. Of course, their big 1980s hit, Owner of a Lonely Heart. I knew she recognized that because they played that on the fucking radio all the time in the 1980s. So, all the time. Yeah, it's brilliant, brilliant. Trevor Rabin and that reform, Yes. That was great. So, like, the reason why the Yes broke up in the first place the first time is, like, the last few albums were kind of, like, Relayer and Tormato and all that shit. Like, I really like. I thought Relayer was actually pretty good with Moraz, the keyboardist. That was really fucking good, actually. I liked Relayer. Tormato, yeah, that's the one that ripped the band apart. Yeah, that's the nadir. That's the bomb that you can't. That's the shitstorm that was just too stinky. That's the yeah, the shit fallout was too bad on that. But in general, those later Yes records were too, like, at the tail end of the 1970s. Were too much. Yeah. They weren't lean, you know what I mean? They weren't like, they were way too bloated out. But Trevor Horn, Trevor Rabin, Chris Squire, Alan White, and John Anderson got it whipped into shape. They got to it. That album's a lot leaner than their previous efforts in the late 70s. So, yeah, it's a really tight, really lean. Just give you a taste, you know, not drown you. I guess, like, the only problem with the artist or musician is that you would get into it so much that all your ideas would get really heavy, really fat. They wouldn't be real lean. They wouldn't be punctual, muscular, you know, defined. They would get bloated pretty easily. And so, in a strange way, failure is the secret to success. Some, you know, in a lot of ways, yeah. It's kind of like the motivator. Yeah. Yeah, and like I guess the band that impresses me the most is it's not the Beatles, it's not the Rolling Stones, it's really Queen with Brian May, John Deacon. I'm sorry, yeah, Roger Taylor, John Deacon, Freddie Mercury, Brian May. Yeah, it's like the band really, really impresses me. Like what they were capable of. You had like Freddie Mercury was one of the most like ultimate singers of like fucking all time, hitting octaves and ranges like a fucking opera singer. And then you had Brian May, which is like this amazing guitarist, shredder, classical composer, and rock composer. And then you got the master of the beat, the boom boom doo da boom boom himself, you know, John Deacon, fucking writing songs too. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom, but like coming up with the like most badass bass line of all time. Dun, 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 dun. You know, Roger Taylor. Oh man, on the drums, I think is that the right? Did I get it right? Hopefully, I didn't mess up the order of the instruments and the band members. Yeah. So all the guys were pretty much songwriters in the group, and so it's kind of interesting. You have a band where you know all four people contribute to the music. Queen. And Freddie Mercury could play keyboards. I mean, multi-instrumentalist. I mean, these guys, holy shit. I think I'm impressed by Queen because I think most artists, they have an album that just kind of sucks. And maybe some people want to say 1982's Hot Space sucked, but it has, you know, body language, and it also has, of course, Under Pressure with David Bowie. So Under Pressure pretty much like takes Hot Space out of some shitty, you know, Queen trying to adapt to the 1980s synthesizer sound. You know, I think I actually enjoyed Hot Space. It's not great. Yeah, Hot Space, it's not great, but it's not shite. I think it's like maybe like 3-star. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I mean, just for Under Pressure alone. Body language is more like funny, you know. It's like trying to be really like trying to be super sexual, but it's kind of comes out more comical actually, which is kind of interesting. They were going for like sexy, but it kind of like went into comedy pretty fast. So I don't think that Queen really have it. I don't think that Queen has a stinker, a shitstorm record. You know, I don't think they have. I don't think they have one. I think it's pretty much all pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Queen 1, Queen 2, A Day at the Races, A Night at the Opera, News of the World. I'm trying to remember all the albums. Hot Space. I forgot the rest of them, really. All we hear is Radio Gaga. I love that one. I think they had trouble in the 80s. I think a lot of, heavy metal rockers had trouble dealing with computers and synthesizers and all that new stuff back then in the 1980s. Like, that adaptation was kind of rough. Everything's going electronic. There's new wave is popular. I think they successfully stayed pretty famous and pretty in the pop culture zeitgeist for even going on into the 90s, even after Freddie Mercury was dead. So I think they have stayed consistently in the musical and cultural zeitgeist. So consistently through the decades, I think. I mean, it just felt like in the 1980s, 1990s that everybody was jamming Queen, or everybody was talking about Queen. And and so maybe that is the change. Like, some people are still talking about Queen, not just millennials and Generation Xers and baby boomers, but but there was a time where Queen was on the radio all the time and everybody was listening to the radio, and there was MTV and they were on the MTV all the time. And it's the 40th anniversary of Live Aid for Africa, and like I think one day I might buy me one of those like box sets of Queen, like all the greatest hits, all the, like anthology, like Queen anthology. Just get almost every song they ever made. Just listen to it all. Not necessarily for nostalgic purposes. Just an old fart remembering some great time in the past, in the 20th century, when music was fantastic. Like, oh man, I remember when music was fantastic. Oh, those were the days. And like, slamming back the bourbons, like, oh fuck, it's over. And no more renaissance for the human race, just some monotonous AI robotic slavery world or something. ruled by Lucifer. Everybody's enslaved in the pods by the AI in the Matrix or some shit. Some fucking... So when the hurricane goes away, Hurricane Sweet Melissa, when Sweet Melissa goes away after destroying the Caribbean and Jamaica and Cuba, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic, is that when they'll launch the attack against Nicolas Maduro and the CIA against the Maduro. Adios, Maduro. I'm not going to miss an authoritarian dictator that stole all his people's shit and who engaged in non-free and fair elections for its people, besides stealing all their resources and shit. Kept all the riches while their Venezuelan people were fucking starving and broke and on fucking Skid Row. I'm not gonna, when they bomb this guy, I'm not gonna cry. So if that's what people want, if that's what leftists and communists want, I'm not gonna cry when this evil bastard when he is no longer with us. Or I'll say, way to go, America, fuck yay. So as many other people like Glenn Beck and others have said, this isn't about Venezuela, really, is it? It's really about kicking China out of the Americas. That's what this is. This is about taking control of our hemisphere. Yeah, that's what it's about. China has pillaged too much of South America. And so... So on the chessboard of Latin America, Venezuela falls first. Argentina is already aligned with the United States. So there you go. You got on the chessboard, Argentina, Venezuela. Brazil is part of the BRICS. They're highly aligned with China, and they have a communist leftist guy in power right now. But leftism and communism doesn't work. So it's only a matter of time before the conservatives in Brazil throw his ass out. He's an old fart anyway. It's not going to last forever. I'm not saying that Bolsonaro is going to come back. The conservative, the Trumpian figure, like Nelson Mandela in South Africa, but Venezuela has great oil and energy reserves, and they just discovered some amazing deposits off of Guyana. So they're going to take the resources and rebuild Venezuela, get it running, the economy diversified, and get the opposition party in power, the female the opposition leader. That's what's going to happen. Maduro and his troops, they're going to get slayed. They're going to get bombed. Yeah. They will get bombed out of power, most likely. I predict that, and I figure they were just waiting for that pesky hurricane to get out of the way. And that pesky hurricane always delaying my wars. You know, it is always delaying my regime change wars. Hurricane season is almost over. Sweet Melissa go off into the Atlantic and die. And that's when the bombs will fly. The red rockets glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. So this is Operation Clean Up Our Own Backyard. Clean up this hemisphere, the American hemisphere of North America, Central America, and South America. So this is kick China the fuck out and gain more resources for the Western world and for America, which is a great strategy. You got to clean up your backyard first before you can take over the house next door. Or the neighborhood adjacent. Yeah. You got to clean up your own neighborhood. You got to clean out the pimps and the drug dealers. Then you can worry about the other neighbor, the other neighborhood rival. So that makes a lot of sense. You know, that makes sense strategically speaking. Like, you prepare for war, a long-term war with your greatest geopolitical adversary, China. So. Oh, that summit is this week, yeah. With Xi Jinping. All that. Ooh. So yeah, I know all the YouTubers and the ones that comment on geopolitics, they all say, you know, this is not about drug trafficking. Well, it's kind of like, no shit, Sherlock. It's like there was no weapons of mass destruction in Iraq either. Of course, this isn't about really drug trafficking. I mean, I guess it is, sure, Venezuela is a drug hub, and Colombia with the cocaine and the drug cartels, yeah. It's a reality, but and the drug boats in the Caribbean and Mexico and the Sinaloa cartel, and the other one's called Jalisco, right? A gang murder like Negan's biker gang in The Walking Dead, when they want to intimidate their enemies, they kill a guy, and they throw him off a bridge, and they tie a noose around his neck, and they set him on fire. And that's like a Mexican drug cartel warning, like, hey, don't fuck with us. It's just that, that's what they did in Houston, Texas. You got to do a lot of work to kill a guy and to put a noose around his neck and set him on fire. I mean, you might need a gang to do stuff like that. You might need an organized crime. You might need mafia to do, heinous acts of barbarity. I mean, maybe one guy's strong enough to do it, but it's a lot of work. That's almost ritualistic killing. It doesn't. That's why people in Houston, Texas are so spooked. That means there's Tren de Agua, the Venezuelan gang, or there's MS-13 here. There's drug cartel activity gangs in Houston, Texas operating now. So they're here. Oh, they're here for sure. Without a doubt. They're fucking here. That's their calling card. Extreme violence to intimidate enemies. Yeah. Am I going to cry when these people get blown away? Or the Chinese supplying the chemicals when their boats get blown away for supplying the chemicals to the various drug cartel factions? I'm not going to cry at all. I'm going to say, America, fuck yeah. Yeah. Team America, World Police. Oh, yeah. Big fake tits, fuck yeah. Starbucks, fuck yeah. Bed Bath & Beyond, fuck yeah. McDonald's, fuck yeah. Books. And it's kind of like, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Fake tits, fuck yeah. French fries, fuck yeah. It's like, barbecue, fuck yeah. That starts naming off American pastimes and loves. It's like baseball, fuck yeah. NFL, fuck yeah. Am I going to shed a tear when the devils get their due? I don't think so. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's an overnight explosion. You just wake up one morning and the dude's dead. While you're sleeping, you just wake up. U.S. military has bombed Nicolas Maduro's palace. He is believed to be among the dead, and part of the Venezuelan army is blown up. And yeah, and the invasion has begun. It's gonna happen like when people are gonna expect it, but they don't know when. It's like the rapture. It's coming, but you never know when it's gonna come. No man we'll know the day or the hour when the rapture hits. And so that's how military operations are. They're secret. They got to be secret. You can't tell the whole world, hey, we're coming at this time with guns blazing. And we're going to do it at this time on this day. Yeah, just announce it to the entire planet. You know, right? That's why they like doing that sneaky overnight shit, because it's the best. Because the world has to wake up, you know. Because you just wake up and then everything's different. You know, the operation has been engaged, and Maduro is dead. Adios, Maduro. You had a decent run, I guess, but adios. The hammer of justice will come like a thief in the night. Hand. So the battle for freedom is to stop China from global domination. That's pretty much the game. The big game. Yeah. The big game. The big picture game, I call it. Yeah. because these Sino overlord masters will not be kind to us. So they will attempt to enslave us. And we can't let that happen at all costs. So the point of being prepared, with resources and rare earth elements, minerals, and metals. The point of preparation is to be prepared when you go into conflict with somebody. So, instead of like, oh shit, I'm not prepared to go to war with China. Like, they got us by the balls. They're cutting off the rare earths. They're cutting off the medicine. They're cutting off the power. They're cutting off the fucking, whatever else. They're cutting out the food. You don't want that. You don't want that happening. You want the situation to be, oh, we're going to war with China. Oh, great. We've been preparing for 10, 20 years for this. Yeah. So you want to have that. Oh, we've been planning this contingency plan to wipe out Beijing and wipe out the communists, the CCP, the assembly. Yeah, you want to be ready, not like, oh shit, we don't have anything. We're not ready. You don't want that to be the case for obvious reasons. Yeah, some commentators, they say, you're brainwashed by Fox News. No, I really don't actually. It's like the only conservative network on TV, on cable news TV. So what other options do I have? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to watch some Trump deranged bullshit on... see, like, I'm tired of this double standard by ABC, CBS... ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC, and CNN. I'm tired of this, fucking double standard where it's like, okay, China aggressively bullies the world, and they're never rarely ever called out for it. And then, so if the United States does it, or is going to set up a coup in a country or invade another country, then somehow we're the bad guys. And so fuck that shit. Yeah, I'm tired of that shit. At least Fox News will be basically conservative and fair, and kind of like the old slogan, fair and balanced. I can't say I like all their style of reporting. I can't say I like all their anchors. I can't say I like all their opinions of other people they have on there. I don't agree with some of them. I don't, not my bag of tea. But But no, I'm not brainwashed by Fox News. It's the only conservative channel on fucking cable news TV, thanks to Rupert Murdoch. Otherwise, you just get leftist talking point garbage 24/7 with that unrelenting anti-Trump, Trump derangement fucking syndrome. You just get irrational, I hate Trump. This is just the way I feel about if you do dislike somebody, then write a list for me. And this is what NBC and ABC and CBS and CNN and MSNBC have failed time after time, being able to actually make a logical list of why they hate Donald Trump. They're unable to do a simple logic like that. Just logic. Why do you hate this person? And just write down what they have done to you or us or your family or your friends, and just write it down. And, and try to make it as rational and as logical and as unpassionate, try to make it as objective as possible. That is what liberals fail to do time and time again, is to make rational, dispassionate arguments that make sense. Oftentimes when leftists and communists and socialists are getting grilled on why they hate Donald Trump, they just go, I don't know. He's just a Hitler. He's just dictator. No, it's not specifically, how I view the world is how I feel. No, you have to deal with a lot of things in life that are not based on how we feel. They're based on objective reality. That would be a kind of nice world if everybody could just listen to their feelings, and that these feelings could be the truth. But they're often not even on that same plane. They're not even congruent. They're not even equivocal. Like, let's say there's a fictional Uncle Joe. It's like, well, why don't I like Uncle Joe? Well, he smokes cigars too much or something. I'd be able to write a list like, he's kind of dishonest. What you could just, he does drugs and he steals shit from people sometimes, and you'd be able to write like a list. Why don't you like Uncle Joe? And if the list was objective enough, I would say, I can see why you don't like Uncle Joe. Hey, he's not a great guy. And then I'm convinced if you give an objective argument. But if it's just like, I hate Donald Trump because no reason, that's not good enough for most people. The Democrats are hoping that people are going to vote for their feelings. Some are. The Democrats hope that people vote because they see a African Indian woman. Some might. The Democrats are hoping because they see a young Latina, the Conquistadora Cortez, AOC, that they'll just vote because she has a hot, sweet Latina booty. And they'll vote just because she says you're going to get free shit and they're going to tax the billionaires or whatever. You're going to get free care and free love and free house and free everything. free shit for everybody. With a country with a national debt of almost $40 trillion. How the fuck is that going to work? Well, somebody's got to be paying for all that shit. Yeah, the Democrats are so funny. It's like they want to tell the voters, oh, we're going to tax the billionaires. And then who do they get money to fund their campaigns? The billionaires. Well, Kamala Harris at least had $1 billion from Democrat donors. We hate billionaires. Oh, by the way, why don't you give me a few $1 billion? It'd really help out. Thanks. Hypocritical bastards. They just think they can play both. They can play all the sides. The Democrats just think that they can fucking play all the fiddles, play all the players, and that they're gonna be supported and propped up by so many billionaires. We're going to tax the billionaires. Oh, yeah, but here, I need $2 billion to my campaign. Typical hypocritical. Rules for thee, but not for me. That's the mindset of the bi-coastal liberal elitists. Time to go Monty Python now. And now for something completely different. God bless and best of success. A new day dawns tomorrow. The possibilities. As we go on the build up to Halloween. All Hallows Eve and Halloween. There may be a Halloween show, so will I dress up as Fred Flintstone again? Flintstoned. Yappa dabba doo. I'm kind of feeling it. Yeah, my friend said to grow up after I dressed up in the Flintstones. I think he got out of jail temporarily. He's like, grow up. He got a hold of the internet and found my account or something. He's like, dude, you need to grow up. Yeah, he Gonzo attacked me in the chat. And I was like, dude, I can have an R2-D2 lunch kit if I want to. Yes, even in my 40s or 50s or 60s. Yep, I can have a Luke Skywalker Star Wars shirt or something. I could have it's Halloween. I can dress up like Fred Flintstone if I want to. It's America, at least, I think. So... yeah. Mind your own damn business, boy. It's not your concern what level of adulthood I'm in or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you can be concerned about what level of adulthood you are in, That's fine. If you're like, I'm adulting, I'm a big boy. Ooh, I have a job, paying my bills, and ooh, I got a car, and ooh, I got a nice house, and boo, boo. I'm adulting. Ooh, look at me, boo, boo, boo. Yeah, you can do that. Adult it up, dude. Have 5 kids. Fuck it. It's your life. Yeah. Don't tread on me, though. Yeah. I can dress up like a fucking Ninja Turtle at 70 years old. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if like I'm a 70-year-old Ninja Turtle and people are like, look at that fucking loser. I'm like, you know what? I don't care if I'm 90 years old, dress up like fucking Bart Simpson, dog. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Kiss my ass cheeks and hairy butthole and all that. Yeah. Or what do they say? Jim Morrison, Val Kilmer in the Doors movie. You can suck a fart out of my ass. Kamala Harris is apparently going to try another run at the presidency. She missed her career in Playboy, I think, in the 1980s and 1990s. Now she's got to do this. Playboy would have been perfect for her. Caramel, chocolate, the mocha. Her Majesty the Mocha Queen. That would have been fantastic. Yeah, that would have been great. You know, the Playboy spread, like in the 1990s, in the Playboy magazine. Could have been like, welcome to Starbucks. And it could have been the mocha, the caramel macchiato. Here I am, boys. They used to do that thing on Playboy, you know, where they dump chocolate on the model's tits and stuff all over her body. I don't know if people remember that. Do people remember the Hershey's chocolate on the tits on the naked women in the Playboy shoots sometimes? The whipped cream. They would unleash the chocolate syrup and the whipped cream. They get crazy with of course, you know, soap bubbles. A lot of that shit going on there. Kamala will never be president of the United States of America. I mean, if she failed so bad once, she's going up against a big hitter like J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio. Or even Tulsi Gabbard, or whoever. Even, you know, like Byron Donalds. How is she going to survive a debate with one of those people? She's going to be toast. Ah, free shit! I mean, it's just like... Well, my plan was to give everybody $20,000 in the country. We're just going to take over Venezuela and Colombia to pay for it. No, we'll print money and make the national debt go to 42 trillion. We'll print money at the Federal Reserve or something. Come on, la 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 la. Come on, la 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 la. Yeah, or maybe keep it. Come on, la la. Keep it. Come on, la la. What's that sound? Da, 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 da. Come on, la la. I was gonna do that. The KC and the Sunshine Band. It'd be Kamala C and the Sunshine Band. Well, instead of maybe not Fred Flintstone this year, maybe it'd be Darth Vapor. Yeah, maybe Darth Vapor. That'd be a good one. I'd have to bring out my black hood for that. Ooh, I could be like a dark Jedi. My favorite. The dark side of the Force. One time I worked with this redhead chick from Mesquite, Texas. And she was really fat, really overweight. Really, really, really fat. Like, you know, a fat person. And I never called her this. I don't think so. Because I'm not really that mean of a guy as some other people. I'm not really cruel, I guess. Unless I have to kick somebody's ass or something, you know. But all the guys called her after the soda. They called her Big Red, and I always thought that was pretty mean. She was not really an attractive girl. And so she had nobody to go to the high school prom with. So she said, I'll pay you to go with me. And I said, yeah, okay, I'll go with you. Because I know you don't have a prom. You don't have a prom date. So I said, well, I'll go with you. Now, fat chicks, you know, they tend to perspire by just walking around and stuff. They kind of smell. Oh, it's kind of unattractive is what I'm saying. Like fat girls. Unless you're hard up or something, you know. Unless it's just dire straits. But, you know. Man, they took us to a banger steakhouse and she had some hot friends. So that was pretty cool. And, man, I never really turned down a hoedown or a dance or something. I'm usually not somebody who says, oh, no, I don't want to go to the hoedown. You know, I'm like part Irish, so it's like... It was practically in my DNA to go to the party, to go to the live music dance place, you know. to the human conglomeration. That's kind of just like my natural habitat, in other words. So somebody's like, hey, you want to go to the club? Usually I'm like, yeah. I don't think that, that's changing as I'm getting older. But like back in the day though, you're like, you want to go to the party? It's like, yes. Who knows? When I was 18, maybe you can get me to go to a party in an underpass. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's taken a little bit too far, but yeah. You could just say, oh, there's a party somewhere. And I would have been like, oh, really? Where at? I'll be there. Give me the directions. Where's the party? Where's the party? Where's the party? Let me to the party. Where's the party at? I'll be there. When I get so drunk that I'll be dancing in my underwear. Where's the party at? Send me the directions. Go to the party. Yeah. See you there. At the party. Yeah. Will they have acid? Will they have weed? Ooh. They'll probably have alcohol, liquor everywhere, and beer. Might have a dancing midget. Have a midget falling into the beers, complaining about getting a line. Where's my lime at, baby? Where's my lime at, baby? I went to the Jersey Village prom. Yeah. It's kind of more fun to go to a high school prom that's not even yours, to crash a party where nobody knows you. I think that's hilarious. Yeah, that's why this prom crashing was so exciting. Because like it wasn't even my own high school. If it was my own high school, it would have been like, there's blah 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 blah. It just would have been, oh, I know all these people. Yeah, but like going into the prom was very exciting when I didn't know any motherfucker in there, pretty much, except for the girl that from the workplace, from the movie theater that we worked at. Poor girl was so fat, she fell through some glass and cut her feet up and shit. Big Red was so fat. She created a sinkhole on it. She created an earthquake. Oh, no, I felt sorry for her, that she was so fat. Because it was like, she just, it sucks being fat. You just can't get around, man. Like the whale. Can't even take a shit. I mean, it's awful. You fall through shit, and I mean, it's just, can't move. It's not fun. It's like, Billy, where you at? You got a fat friend called Billy? You're like, Billy! Oh shit, I fell through the fucking porch. It's like, oh shit. Yeah, that's really scary. It's like you're walking with a fat person. It's like you're on the bridge, the wooden bridge, and then they'd step through, and it's like, oh, help! I'm so fat, I broke the bridge. You're like, ah, like Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom and shit. It's like, well, oh yeah. That was a Halloween episode from 2024. I just know I like all the spiders on it. The spooky season. Yeah. Any more ghoulish? Oh, yes. Skull decorations. You gotta get your creepy candles and skull on. There's no Playboys with the chocolate syrup in there because yeah. Men don't really like when they get married. They throw away their Jack stashes, their pornography, or they throw away their nudie magazines and shit. When they get a girlfriend, they're like, "Oh God, I need to get rid of this shit." Yeah, so, some of them do. Maybe some don't, but. Okay, I added the officina and to my bedroom here. God bless, best of success, peace. I'll read the comments, whether they're negative or whether they're, sweet little divvies. So we'll see what the comment section is like, the treacherous comment section.